I spread coding schemes everywhere in Warhammer 3, playing as the Changeling faction in the realm of chaos, where most people are busy harvesting from a dying bear god. Our goal is to activate our ultimate scheme in all this chaos. The game starts and I spawn in the Empire. The first thing I do is attack this settlement. Since the Changeling is a part of the Tzeentch, who is the dark god of sorcery, change, and wisdom, I get to access all the powerful Tzeentch units and spells. So I get to use one of my favorite units in the game, the Horrors. But before our blue Horrors start doing their job, I send out the Burning Chariot, a flying chariot which rains warp flame upon our enemies. Just look at how much damage it is dealing. As the AI has enough of my airstrike, they decided to attack into our formations. This is when our Horrors show their strength. They shoot so many fireballs at the enemies which almost melt them instantly. At the end, we won the fight with 0 losses. After I defeated the settlement garrison, I get to choose from setting up Trickster cult or just simply raise the settlement. Yes, the Changeling cannot occupy any settlement, but this also means that I don't have to recruit extra armies to defend ourselves. And as long as I don't expose all of my Trickster cults, other factions have literally no way to kill us. Yes, I am undefeatable. Then I decided to move on to the next settlement. To spread the Tzeentch's wisdom. The auto result says we're gonna lose this battle, but I trust our armies. The fight begins, humans swarm towards our front line from 2 directions, and they will soon reach our range unit and disable them. It looks like we're losing the battle, so it is time for a change.
Time for a change.
I activated the ability called the Formless Horror, which can turn our legendary lords to other legendary lords that we defeated once on the battlefield. At the beginning of the game, we get Grimgord Ironhide for free, and he is an excellent melee expert. With his help, I just barely prevent the total collapse of the front line. Now some of you might ask, what if your Horrors run out of ammo? Well, good question. If you look at the description of the Horrors, you'll find that they are not entirely ranged units. As soon as they run out of ammo, their melee actually is not that bad. After I set up my Trickster cult in Selzamad, I left this place and traveled east. To complete the ultimate scheme, I need to complete 3 grand schemes. Each grand scheme requires the completion of 3 minor schemes in the according theater. At the meantime, I'm researching this technology which makes our Horrors even stronger. And now I am just going to declare war on Osland.
Not in my name.
Sorry. Notice I recruit some of these pink Horrors. They are basically upgraded version of the blue Horrors. They shoot way further and hit much harder than the blue Horrors. It seems like our enemy is just gonna sit here and doing nothing, which allows me to do whatever I want with my spellcast. Now we're running low on the winds of magic, our enemies finally decided to attack into us. So I'm just going to turn my spellcaster lord into a warrior.
A new skill! A new scheme!
With no surprise, we took the victory. After our cult finally infiltrated this settlement, I put down a structure called the Bird Box, which gives the local Trickster cult a 2% chance each turn to spread to a nearby settlement. If this goes on, our cult is going to spread around automatically like a virus. As you can see, we've already finished one of our minor schemes in the Empire Theater. To complete the grand scheme, in the Empire, we have to complete 2 more minor schemes. So our next target is to sack the castle of Altdorf. As I travel towards it, I basically declare war on everyone along the way. They can't attack our settlement since we don't have any, so I don't really care. Hello there, nice castle. Want some Zinch's wisdom? Wow, the auto result says we're gonna lose this again. Whatever, I'll just fight it manually. This time, most of our enemy's forces will come out in the form of reinforcement. And the moment they come out, they will all clump up in the spawning point. Which means that I just have to camp the point where they are coming out. Oh my god, I think 2 spells of ours wiped about 1/3 of their armies. And as always, I turned the Changeling into Grimgord Ironhide to tank in the front. Just imagine being in the middle of all these. Their front line collapsed almost instantly. Man, we take 0 losses from this fight. Hi ogres, how about some Zinch's wisdom? To be honest, ogres suck so hard in the current meta. Finally, we arrived at the castle of Altdorf, Reikland. This time they are outnumbering us about 4 to 1. However, all that I need to do is simply camp the spawning point. And as soon as the reinforcement starts to come in, I turn the spawning point into a hell of flames. Oh my god, the flame storm just deletes infantry. Jesus, the horrors of Zinch look so cool. They might not be the strongest, but they're absolutely one of the coolest units in the game. With a little bit of micro, I cleaned up the rest of their army easy peasy. The fight turned out that we inflicted a crap ton of damage on them. They lost more than 600 troops while we only lost 14. As I'm still sieging due to my laziness, the ogres attack us. Let the battle begin.
The Changers, my orders!
As I said, ogres sucks horribly. Soon I sack the castle of Altdorf and head for the last minor scheme in the Empire Theater. My last target this time become Castle of Drakenhof, which I have to raise Zinch's guidance to above 75%. And as always, I declare war on the factions in my way. Hey, where's your main army, buddy? Well, thanks for the money. A green-skin faction pay us money to join their war. Well, nobody knows where I am, so why not? As I finish the last minor schemes, a bunch of Empire armies try to stop me from completing the grand scheme. Unfortunately for them, their desperate efforts are futile. My spells delete their brethren when my horrors rain missiles upon their heads, and my Chaos Warriors held up an unbreakable line.
On your word.
As their last general burned inside the warp flame of the Zinj army, I complete the first grand scheme. And I think that's it for today's video. If you like it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.